My best friend faked a pregnancy and then cussed me out in front of our entire friend group for laughing when she told me her grandmother passed away. No, that's not a Reddit story. This happened to me in 7th grade. Let's get into it. I'm gonna put a trigger warning in here. This story's messed up. This all started in 7th grade art class. I was in this trio with these other 2 girls. We were all super close. The one girl I'm still friends with, however, so I won't be saying her name. I'm just gonna call her Friend, and then the other girl I'm gonna call Apple. I don't know. I'm really bad at coming up with fake names. We're just sitting in art class. Me and Friend are coloring a picture, as 7th graders do in art class. And Apple comes in and she's like, guys, I have to tell you something really important. I'm pregnant. I go, we're children? Hello? Just like, oh. And then she's like, she seems really excited. And I'm a 7th grader not wanting to upset my friends. So I'm just like, that's great. Looking back on this situation, just, oh my God. Apple's telling us all the details and me and Friend are just sitting there like baffled, like, what do you mean? I have so many questions that I don't even want answers to. She fills us in on everything, of course. Apple spent the next 2 weeks not only trying to convince us, but convincing the rest of our school, including teachers, guidance counselors, other random students that she's never even had a conversation with, that she is in fact pregnant. So at this point, me and Friend, we were skeptical at first. We were like, okay, there's no way this is real. And after a while, me and Friend are like, okay, well, maybe she's telling the truth, because if you're gonna go and like literally, I was sitting there with her when she told our guidance counselor to her face that she's pregnant. She literally looked her in the eye and told her that she's pregnant, and I'm just standing there like, she proceeds to tell everyone and their mother. Our teachers are shocked. Other students are shocked. This one, like, really interesting character of a person, let's just say that, to get very involved, you know, tried to be the godmother of the baby, tried to plan her a baby shower, you know, all this stuff. Now, it's middle school, and everyone just wants a piece of the newest drama, I guess. So one random day, Apple comes into school, and she ends up talking to me and my friend. She comes up to us, and she says, hey, guys, I decided not to keep it. I'm not trying to talk about this in an insensitive way at all. I'm only talking about it like this because it wasn't a real situation, but I'm aware that real situations like this do happen. I'm not trying to downplay any of those. I'm specifically talking about this situation because there was just a lot of holes in Apple's story. The biggest hole being that Friend happened to be really close friends with Apple's sister. He asked Apple's sister, she was like, is this really going on? And Apple's sister goes, no. Why it took a month for us to get this knowledge, I don't know. Anyways, time passes. This is a completely different situation, but me and my little trio end up staying friends after all this chaos. We decide to do an end of the year gift exchange. We all plan what we're gonna ask each other for. The next day, I come into school, last day of school, last time we're ever gonna see each other. Because Apple was supposed to be moving schools, I walk in with these 2 bags of Takis, right? Apple sees me, she comes up to me, she goes, oh, are these for me? Thank you. I forgot to get you a gift, but thank you. I go, no. That's not how that works. At first, the story was, oh, I forgot. Oh, I didn't have time to get you anything. That day before gym, Apple had come into the locker room and said, oh, by the way, guys, I didn't get either of you a gift because my grandma passed away and my mom like flipped out and returned everything to the store. And we were like, she only returned our gifts? Like, yeah. I just said, oh, I'm sorry for your loss, and said the same thing, and then we just went on with gym class. We're sitting in gym class. Me and Friend are sitting talking about what the hell has happened the past couple months with this girl, and Apple is walking around the track with the same girl that tried to throw her the baby shower, which, I don't know, I guess they became friends. She's like kind of glaring at me the entire gym period, and I'm just like, is she really this mad because I didn't give her a bag of Takis? Like, and next we all have lunch. I got my lunch, I sit down. Everyone is glaring at me, and I mean glaring at me. I'm just like, okay, what's the issue? What's the problem? I literally look across the table at Apple and go, what is your problem? Why is everyone glaring at me? Like, what's going on? She literally gets up, slams her hands on the table, and she goes, you laughed when I told you my grandma passed away. I go, are you delusional? Nobody laughed. And then we're just screaming at each other back and forth. What's going on up here? She's cussing me out. We're screaming at each other. I'm like, well, that's actually not at all what happened, but I'm sorry if that's how you felt. Like, I promise you guys, there was no laughter. There was no smirk. There was nothing close to a laugh. This was literally just getting pulled out of thin air at that point. And I kid you not, the story ends with her being like, oh, okay, well, I guess you weren't laughing. And then I kid you not, we sat down and shared a pack of those little Scooby-Doo bone snacks. What is middle school? Excuse the way I look, I just woke up, but I forgot the best part. Friend asked her sister if her grandmother passed away, and her sister goes, my grandmother is very much alive and well, thank you. Like, this girl was a compulsive liar.